Since part 2 is coming out this week, let's talk about the first part, Inside Job. Probably don't need to say this, but spoilers exist, so click that like button and come back later. So one day when I was scrolling through Netflix seeing on what was coming up soon, I came across this upcoming show called Inside Job that was gonna come out on the following day, and yeah, it was surprisingly a really fun show. My favorite character this season has to be Brad. This dude is hilarious. He probably has one of the best running gags in the show where he has such a normal face. That's the whole reason he was hired for this whole secret organization that runs the world is because he can't be traced by any satellites. So I was really surprised on how much I enjoyed this show, and then I realized that part of this show was made by Alex Hirsch, the guy who made Gravity Falls. Like, if you look back into this show, you can see some of the similar character designs and some similar jokes within Gravity Falls with this series. Not too many similar jokes though, because this is like a show made for adults and not children like Gravity Falls was. Then again, looking back, and now Gravity Falls wasn't really just for children either. Like, yeesh, that had some really dark moments. I still have nightmares for that Spider-Woman. I also really enjoyed the world that this show introduces us to. Like, it has a lot of interesting ideas to it. Because you have always heard these weird conspiracy theories, like it were run by the Illuminati or the moon landing was fake, that kind of stuff. So to see a whole show actually about that is actually really fun. Also, there are a ton of Easter eggs in this show that I love to look at each and every time I rewatch this show. This show probably has one of the worst dads in television history, Rand. Seriously, this dude is freaking horrible. He's a funny character, but a horrible person. Take Rick here, for example. Like, sure, he's a terrible person and bad father, but at least he actually cares for his family. Rand here, he only cares about himself. Rand admitted himself that he changed Reagan's DNA while she was still in her mother's womb, so she had 74% of him and 26% of her mother. To make things even more messed up, Rand had a backup plan for Reagan to take over Cognito Inc. so he could take over the company again, and when Reagan was actually making a friend during her childhood, he decided, no, that's gonna mess things up. I'm gonna erase him from your brain and other things so you can take over the company and I can take over it too behind your back. Seriously, this dude is messed up. My favorite moment of this season has to be that Jimmy Fallon sleeper agent scene. This moment was just so hilarious. I am always trying to go on YouTube looking for this scene because it's just so funny thinking about it. The reason Jimmy Fallon laughed so much is because his mom was broken by the CIA. God, that's hilarious. I give this season a 9.1 out of 10, giving it an A. Anyway, that's the review. Go down to this comment, tell me what you thought Inside Job Part 1. Share this video with all your friends, and click that like follow button to keep updated with all my latest content. See ya!